That boy Deck. That boy Deck. It's a big decision for him this summer. It is a massive, massive, massive decision for your boy Declan Rice this summer. Because he's leaving West Ham. And if you're a West Ham fan, you can't stop him. And before we really delve into where he goes, you could really leave as a legend. Because imagine, Fiorentina. So this is West Ham's first European final, I think they said in 47 years. Imagine if you, in your final game for West Ham, as captain, is you lifting up a trophy. Because I think West Ham have a very good chance. I mean, Fiorentina are going to be tough because they've got that European heritage and pedigree. But if you could live like that for me, if West Ham win the Conference League with Rice being the captain, bro, that's legendary status. For me, you build a statue. If he does that, I think you've got to build a statue for him, bro. I mean, because that is a huge achievement for West Ham. Because based on what he's done, how good he's been, and delivering a trophy, you've got to give him a statue. You've got to give him a statue. So we just have to wait to see. And yeah, I mean, that's going to be a great game. That's going to be a great game. West Ham against Fiorentina. I mean, who wins? I have no idea. I really have, because I want to say it's Fiorentina, but I'm like, Moyes is alright. Moyes is doing his thing, so they could do something, man. But look, here's my thing about Rice. I rate Rice. You see, do you know what Rice is? Well, apart from stuff that you eat. Your boy Deck, he may not be the most flamboyant or gifted in terms of his first touch, dribbling, balance, be able to beat a player. He's not a Busquets. Because Busquets is an outstanding footballer. Just in terms of just your footballing ability, on the ball ability, Busquets is outstanding and his football IQ is off the freaking charts. But in terms of effectiveness and importance to the functioning of a team, Rice is paramount. Because, again, midfield, that was my proposition in school. My position was key. Every role is important. But you have to imagine if it's a building, like a team is a building. The midfield, especially the role that Rice plays, that's the foundation. So you can have an amazing roof, you've got a water pool on the roof, you've got these beautiful lights and so forth. You've got revolving doors, and the walls are built of gold, amazing marble. But if you don't have a foundation, all that's irrelevant. Because the foundation allows those things to exist and allow them to flourish. And when you look at Rice in terms of intercepting, decision-making, holding down the midfield, and keeping the team compact and connecting with the defense, connecting with the attack, he is an extremely important player. And when I knew that this guy was that dude, was the Euro final. Okay, EPL is good and everything, but to put down a performance like that against a team like Italy in a final, as I go, no. Okay, and you now have my respect. Because this is why I always say against Hurricanes, because Hurricane dropped a disaster class in the final, bro. So I was like, yeah. But when I saw Rice, I was like, okay, you have my respect. To put down a performance like this in a final, you have my respect. So for Rice, he needs this move. He deserves this move. And he has to move, and no Western fan can begrudge him. No Western fan, you do not dare even be angry or shed a tear as to, why could he go? Because he must go. It's so good that I did this because I was going to just focus on the Arsenal link. But now we're hearing Bayern Munich. So before I get to Bayern, let me talk about Arsenal. For Arsenal, it will be huge. This is the kind of player that Arsenal needs. Now, is this the player that makes the difference of winning the league? No, because Arsenal have much larger issues in terms of dealing with pressure cards and so forth. But for me, Rice is an upgrade on Xhaka. And I think Rice adds some much needed personality and presence in that midfield, specifically in those tougher games where we need to just get something out of this game. We need to just squeeze something out of this game, and we need to just sort of turn this game into our control that's where someone like a Rice is very important. So I think Rice would be a great addition just in terms of even the intangibles, not only what he does on the pitch. I just think what he can bring off the pitch in terms of his leadership skills, which are very important, and it's a young team like Arsenal needs. I think he'll be great. And I think that's for Rice, especially coming to a project like Arsenal, who they are going places, I think would be huge. So that would be a superb improvement for Arsenal. You need more though. Be very clear. Rice doesn't equal this is what Rice is now the guy who makes us win the title. No. That's a gap between yourselves and Man City, and with a rejuvenated United, a rejuvenated Liverpool, maybe rejuvenated Chelsea. It's different. Okay, things are real different here. So, So Arsenal move is boom, works and so forth. But so Bayern enter the chat, and this is where things get interesting. English players don't like going abroad because they're fed this myth that England is where it's at. You should be here, and nowhere is as good. And England is where it should be because this is where the elites go, and that's bullcrap. Steve McManaman played for Liverpool, and he moved to Real Madrid. When he came back and started to play for England, you could see marked improvements. You could see he was a different player, and you could just see that just technically he improved his game. So obviously, Owen left, Beck left, and so forth. For Rice, he should strongly consider Bayern Munich because his exposure to German tactics, his exposure to the extreme professionalism, well, apart from the whole Nagelsmann thing, but the mostly professional approach that Bayern have, which is one of the best run clubs on the planet, I just think it will do wonders for his game. And not only do wonders for his game, it will help England. Because if he now comes back into the England setup, working under the extremely high professional personnel at Bayern Munich, he comes back a much better player in England. And I'll keep it real with you. Rice at Arsenal, Rice at Bayern. The Rice at Bayern is a much better player for England than the Rice at Arsenal. Rice at Arsenal, look, Arteta is amazing. He's done great, and I'm sure he's going to improve his game. But I just think that because it's not only Tuchel. Tuchel is only one piece. It is the club of Bayern Munich. It is what that does to players and how they can help improve you, and what it has done to several players and the kind of players that have gone through Bayern Munich. I just think he would strongly consider. Now, I do feel that he wants to stay in England, and I do feel that he's definitely leaning more towards Arsenal. But I think he should consider Bayern Munich. And I'm 100% that they freaking need him, because I think that that's a kind of especially if they get to keep Joshua Kimmich and they can play, because I just think that Bayern have really lost a lot in that midfield. The days of Schweinsteiger, Javi Martinez, and these guys, they've lost a bit of control in that midfield, and it seems as if it's just Kimmich against the world. So if you now give Kimmich someone like a Rice, I just think that now bosses up Bayern's midfield. So, but look, I don't think he leaves England. I just don't see that happening. So I do feel that it's going to be, let's see what happens. Because are United going to enter the chat or so forth? Are Liverpool going to enter the chat? I was even hearing names of Man City as well. So, but I think that for Rice, if I was advising Rice, let's see what Bayern do in the summer. For me, as for Rice, just chill. It's going to be a long summer. If I'm Rice, let's see what Bayern do. Let's see who they acquire, and just look at what the setup looks like. Because, for instance, if let's say Joshua Kimmich leaves Bayern, and it seems as if they're in disarray and they're not really going for quality targets, then you're like, you know what? I think I may hold off and now consider this Arsenal. But if Bayern keep Kimmich, they get a striker, and they really make smart signings, bro, you go into that whole setup, bro, maybe you could look at a realistic Champions League contender if Bayern have a really good summer and they really buy those targets. So it's going to be interesting, though. But yeah, man, look, man, again, Rice, you could be a legend. You could be a legend if you win that Conference League, man. Like that video, guys. Subscribe. Click the icon over there to head over to the official Football Hot website. I'll see you guys on the other one. Peace.